first thing you can do, and this would be from like Lily Afshar, University of Memphis, and she would tell you just to do hammer-ons and pull-offs. That's the simplest first thing. And you can start, you can do two or three strings. I usually pick some bass strings and some treble strings and just kind of work my way through a couple of them. And no left hand on this. I can put my left hand right here. You can see that. You're going to do hammer-on, pull-off. Pick a couple of strings. Keep the fingers on the string as you go. So after I finish the first finger, I leave the first finger on the string to initiate the second finger. Remember to pull off into the next string. Okay, that's exercise one. Just do hammer-ons and pull-offs. The second way you could do this would be like you were following the slur exercises from Segovia. You start on, say, a bass string, and you can use your right hand right here to initiate the strike. You know, like 1, 3, 2, 4. Move up a fret. When you get up to the 12th fret, you just continue in like manner. You go back down, you do the pull-offs. You do 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so there's two exercises you could do. Since we're talking about strengthening the pinky, I don't think I could do this without going through the Paco de Lucia exercise. This does use both hands. It is an exercise synchronizing the both hands together. You start on the first string, you're in the first 4 frets. You work your way down the fretboard, and it's like this. Your pinky, ring, pinky, middle, pinky, ring, pinky first. Sorry, I get that wrong. And you move down on the first finger. And of course you would go back up through the strings. You'll notice with that exercises that you'll start feeling a little bit of tension here pretty quickly. So you do it until you feel some tension and then you stop, okay? And as you get more comfortable with it, it becomes easier to go through the strings at that point. The last exercise would be just to take a measure, like the second measure at the top of page 60, or the second page there, where you're holding down that F. And make that into an exercise where you move that up and down the fretboard. Okay, and you need to take samples from the piece in that manner. Okay, and I just took the first 16th notes in there, that first grouping of 16th notes, and did that up and down the fretboard. You could do that with both of them. And continue in like manner like that. And like I was doing that, I'm just moving it up and down on the fretboard. I'm starting with the in position, moving it out of position, moving it back to position. You can do that. That works pretty good. You have some other figures where he's changing, looks like changing some of the notes, changing some of the positions. So you might do that as an exercise in the different positions, just, you know, using, like you've got one where he's holding down F sharp up here, and you're got your ring finger stationary instead of your first finger. So that's a different set of fingers that you're using. So you need to make an exercise using that. That would be what I would suggest doing in order to try to strengthen the hammer-ons and pull-offs with that finger. And I would do, you know, I would spend, when your warm-up time, maybe, you know, 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes working on hammer-ons and pull-offs. You could spend longer if you want to, if your hand is capable of doing that or not. So